In this video, I will show you how to upload videos on YouTube 2024. So let's jump straight into it. So if you're new to YouTube and you're looking to learn how to upload videos on YouTube in 2024, then follow along with me as I show you step by step how to upload videos. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, come across to youtube.com and make sure you're logged into the account that you want to upload videos on. Now, once you've done that, you want to come up to the top right hand corner and you're going to see this kind of camera icon up here which says create. So you want to go ahead to give that a click, and that's going to bring up some more options. So from here, you're going to want to select the upload video option here. And what that's going to do is take you across to a screen like this. Now, from here, what you can do is drag and drop your video onto this screen from your PC, or just come down and click the select files button, and then you can use your file explorer to upload your video. So once you've done that, you're going to see this little arrow start to animate, and it's going to start uploading your video to YouTube. Now, at this point, there's some details you need to put in. So what you want to do first is put the title of your video in this box. So I'm just going to call this one example 1. And after you've done this, you want to come down and fill out the video description. So in here, it's important to include keywords relevant to your video to help your video get ranked in YouTube search. So for example, if your video was about an iPhone, you would put relevant keywords related to iPhone in your video description. Now, once you've done that, you want to scroll down, and the next thing you're going to do is add your thumbnail. By default, YouTube is going to add a thumbnail, but you can add your own custom thumbnails once you've verified your YouTube account. So what you can do is click onto the upload file button here. And what we can do if you have created a thumbnail is we can select that from our PC, and that's going to upload a custom thumbnail. Once you've done that, you can now choose to add this to a playlist if you want to. This is completely optional, you don't have to do this, and once that's done, you need to select whether this content is made for kids or not. So this is something you do need to select, as you're legally required to comply with the COPPA Act, which is basically the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. So you need to make sure that you select whether your video is made for kids or if it's not suitable for kids. Once that's done, the next section is about paid promotions. So if your video does contain a paid promotion, like for example a product placement or sponsorship, you need to tick this box. And what's going to happen is when your video plays, if it does contain a paid promotion, there's going to be a message that pops up at the start of the video that tells your viewers that your video contains a paid promotion. So the next section is about alter content. This is quite a new section that's appeared, but basically you want to select if your video contains any alter content. So for example, if it makes a real person appear to say or do something they didn't actually say or do, or if your video alters footage of a real event or place, or generates a realistic scene that didn't actually occur. Once you've done that, you want to choose whether to add automatic chapters into your video. So what it's going to do is basically YouTube is going to select points of your video and they're going to add chapters, which is going to basically overview your video. So you want to choose whether to allow automatic chapters and key moments. Then what we can do is come down to the next section about tags. So again, this is basically going to help to get your video ranked. Now, they're not as important as they used to be. As you can see in the description, it says tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. So really, to get your video ranked, you want to focus on your description, adding keywords to your video description, but you can add some tags in here if you want to. So going back to our example, say our video was about the iPhone, I would just type a tag like, for example, iPhone, and say we were showing how to do something on iPhone, like for example, how to delete pictures on iPhone. So you can add tags basically like this, you know, to help YouTube to recommend your video to the right people. Now, once you've done that, you want to come down. This section you don't really need to worry about. This is just completely optional about language and captions and the recording date and location, but that is optional. You don't have to do this bit. The next part is about license and distribution. So you want to select if you want to use Creative Commons, in which case people can re-upload your video without permission, or you can just do the standard YouTube license, which means if anyone does try to copy your content or upload your video and it's picked up by YouTube, then of course you can copyright strike them and things like that. Now, there's also an option to allow embedding, which means you can allow this video to be embedded on websites, and you can also choose to publish this to your subscriptions feed and notify subscribers, which is great if your content does contain a similar theme. Of course, if you do videos on a lot of different topics, I would recommend leaving this ticked off, because if, for example, your audience and your subscribers are interested in iPhone and all of a sudden you post a video on Android, of course, if you recommend that and publish it to your subscriptions feed, your iPhone audience isn't really going to be interested in Android. So the next section is about shorts remixing. So you can choose whether to let others create shorts using content from this video. It's completely up to you if you want to allow remixing, so people choose your content to make shorts. Then what you need to do is select the category for your video. So this again helps with YouTube to recommend it to the correct audience. So you just want to select the category that's relevant to your video. So for example, if it was about iPhone, I would go for science and technology. But if it's more for like a tutorial on how to do something on iPhone, I would select how to and style. Next, what you can do is choose whether or not you want to allow comments, and you can also add comment moderation. So any sort of like bad words or anything or inappropriate comments, you can sort of change the option from here. And once you've completed that, you just want to come down and click next in the bottom right hand corner. So at this point, if you are monetized, you can choose whether to turn monetization on or off. Of course, if you are monetized, what this is going to mean is that YouTube's going to add some ads to your video, and that's going to allow you to make money from your video. If you're not currently part of the YouTube partner program, you won't see this screen. This is only if you're monetized. So if you do, then select your option, come down and click next. And again, this is all related to monetization. You want to basically rate your video. So if it contains anything like violent, shocking content, you need to actually confirm this here. But once you've done that, I'm just going to select none of the above and then click submit rating, and then come down and click next. As I say, those screens are not going to appear for you if you're not currently monetized. So after doing that, you'll be taken to the screen where you can add cards, end screens and subtitles. So cards are basically the pop-ups that you see on YouTube videos that come up in the top right hand corner of the screen. And it's practically a link to like another video that's related to what you're talking about, or you can add like a playlist or a channel or something like that. So end screens are what you can add at the end of your video, which is going to be like things like, for example, a pop-up of a subscribe button, or maybe a pop-up of a video that is related to your current video. Now, once you've completed the video element section, you can come down and click next, and then it's going to take you to the check screen. And what they do, they basically check your video to make sure it complies with their terms and there's no copyright. Of course, it's not 100% accurate, but you can see in my case, we got 2 ticks, which means the first one means there's no issues found related to copyright, and ad suitability, which of course, if you're monetized, it's going to say suitable for ads based on your rating. So you can see the video is suitable to be monetized and have ads on. Now, what you need to do is come down and click onto next, and this is going to take you to the visibility screen. So on this next screen, you can choose whether to make your video private, unlisted, members only, or public. So by default, if you want everyone to see your video straight away, go ahead and select public. If you don't actually want to publish your video straight away, you can schedule it. There's a box down here to schedule, so you can select the date and time for this video to go live. Or you can choose one of the other options, for example, private, which means only you and people you choose can watch your video. Unlisted or members only. So once you've selected your choice, I'm going to leave mine set to public. You want to come down and click the publish button at the bottom. As you can see, our video has now been published. We've got our confirmation here, and you can see the video link just down here. So what we need to do now is just come down and click on to close, and we'll be in our studio. You can see our video here, and we can actually preview this by clicking on the 3 dots and clicking view on YouTube. And as you can see, here is our video that we've uploaded. So that is how to upload videos on YouTube 2024. With that being said, I hope this tutorial did help you out today. And if this did help you out, I would really appreciate it if you was to consider dropping down below the video, leaving a like, and also subscribing to the channel. With that being said, I just want to take a minute to thank you guys for watching this quick tutorial, and I will see you in the next video.